Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Computerology. I hope that you all are doing good and well. Today we come with another new topic of computer, which is the data processing. So let's start this topic and see what is in it. First of all, what is data? The word data is derived from a Latin language and it is the plural of the datum, but data is usually based as a singular term. Datum singular and data plural. Data is a collection of the facts and the figures. The data is the raw material to be processed by a computer. For example, number of students, marks obtained in the examination, designation of the employees. Computer processes the data and produces the output result. Types of data are true, numeric data, or the corrected data. Numeric data. The data which is represented in the form of number is known as numeric data. It includes 0 to 9 digits, a decimal point sign, and the letter E or D. Corrected data falls into two groups, string data and the graphical data. String data consists of the sequence of the characters. Characters will be English alphabets, number, or the spaces. Space which separates the two words is also a character. String data is further divided into alphabetic data, alphanumeric data, and the graphical data. It is possible that pictures, chart, and maps can be treated as data. The scanner is normally used to enter this type of data, and the common use of this data is found in the national identity card. Information. A collection of data which conveys some meaningful idea is information. It may provide answer to the questions like who, which, when, what, and how. Or observations and recordings are done to obtain the data, while analysis is done to obtain the information. What is data processing? Any operation or set of operation performed upon data, whether or not by automatic means such as collection, you can say that recording, organization, storage, adaptation, or alteration, to convert it into useful information. Data processing cycle. Once data is collected, it is processed to convert it into useful information. Data is processed again and again until the accurate result is achieved. This is called the data processing cycle. The data processing is very important activity and it involves very carefully planning. Usually data processing activities involve three basic activities, which are input, processing, and output. Data processing cycle. Step 1 is input. It is the process through which the collected data is transformed into the form that computer can understand it. It is very important step because correct output result totally depend on the input data, and input step activities are verification, coding, storing. Second step is the processing. The term processing denotes the actual data manipulations techniques such as classifying, storing, calculating, summarizing, comparing, that converts into the data into the information. Classification. Data is classified into different groups. Storing. Data is arranged into an order and can be accessed very quickly when required. Calculations. Arithmetic operations are performed in the numeric data. Summarizing. Data is processed to represent in the summarized form. Step 3 is the output. After completing the processing step, output is generated. The main purpose of data processing is to get the required result. Mostly the output is stored on the storage media or the later user. It contains retrieval, conveyance, and communication. Types of data processing are the manual data processing. This method of data processing involves human intervention. Manual process of the data entry implies many opportunities for the errors, such as delay in the data capture, as very single data field has to be keyed in manually, a high amount of operator misprints or types, high labor cost, and so many other things. ADP and infrequently, which is electronic data processing, use term for that for what is today usually called IS information service, or the system, or the MIS management information services, or the systems, is the processing of data by a computer and its programs in an environment involving electronic communication. Another type is real-time processing. In a real-time processing, there is a continual input, process, and output of the data. It has to be processed in a small stipulated time period, that is, otherwise it will create problems for the system. For example, when a bank customer withdraws a sum of money from his or her account, it is vital that the transaction be processed and the amount balance updated as soon as possible, allowing both the bank and the customer to keep track of the funds. Another type is the batch processing. In a batch processing, group of transactions collected over a period of a time is collected, entered, processed, and then the batch results are produced. For example, payroll system, examination system, and the billing system. Thank you. I hope that you understand it completely. So go and like my video, subscribe my channel, and wait for other important videos related to the computer. Take care. Allah Hafiz.